Hello, this is Greg. This is part 2 of my Rabacanda street bike tire changer. In the previous video, I dismounted a tire for the first time using this tool. Very happy with it. So in the second part, I'm going to go ahead and try to mount this tire. These are the Dunlop Road Smart 3s, which I have found changing several of them on my homemade rig are somewhat difficult to change. The sidewall, I think, is fairly stiff. Now, I guess if I had done this without an interruption in the middle, this would still be on here. I took the tire off to clean it up, and also based on the amount of weight that I had put on this tire, the amount of weight the last time I balanced it, I thought maybe I could do better. I just assume that the heaviest part of the tire is where the valve stem is. And I put a bunch of weight on this, and I was like, I wonder if that's really true for this particular tire or this particular wheel. And so I balanced it without the tire on it, and sure enough, here's where my valve stem is, and here's the actual heaviest part of the wheel. Down here, it's almost 90 degrees. Well, I guess almost 45 degrees off. No, yeah, it's 90, almost 90 degrees off. So these Road Smarts, unlike most of the tires I've ever bought, actually have a dot on them so that you can tell what I think this is what the lightest part of the tire is. So you line that dot up with the heaviest part of the wheel, and it should require the least amount of balancing. I marked the tire and the wheel for direction because I'm bad about that. And this is the way they would line up. That's going that way, that's going that way. And I'm gonna lube them up. As I mentioned in the first video, I haven't received my package with the Rabacanda tire lube in it yet, or the additional drop center tools. So I'm just going to use what I've been using before. This is Ruglide from Napa. I bought 10 years ago. This is a thing I've been using. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it the yellow thing, to help with the drop center stuff. It's fair. I wouldn't say it's great. All right, so according to the instructions, this goes at an angle. This goes on here at an angle like this. Of course, in their demonstration in the Rabacanda instructional video, this just pressed right on. My experience with these Road Smarts is they don't really do that very well. So yeah, that's not going to just press on by itself. So let's see if this is one of the toughest things that I found with my homemade setup, is just getting the first bead, because it's an awkward place. But look at that. Oh, it just went right on. All right, so let's see. Let's get this whole thing back around to the top.